Okay, we are back. Like I said earlier, I was... Oh, there is audio. Okay, sorry about that. Like I said earlier, I was gonna try my best. And hold on one second. I'm sorry. I just finished the other video, posted that, and pretty much since then just been working on this. I tried watching Nvidia CES, but I'll talk about that in just a second. Either way, we are back. Like I said, welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. This is for Intel's upcoming CES stream, and I'm going to be going over kind of what we expect as quickly as I can, just because it's actually going to be pretty soon. But like I said, I'm going to be going over everything. But first, I do not know when Intel's GPUs are going to be released. Last we heard it was around March. Should be announced today. Hopefully will be announced today. And if they are, I do have some affiliate links down in the description if you wouldn't mind checking those out. If the naming scheme isn't what we thought, I'll change those. I'll make sure to keep them updated based on, you know, what we get and what we hear today and everything. But that, from the rumors we've seen, mostly look to be it. Anyway, first, let's go ahead and talk about one thing that Intel themselves actually sort of basically leaked, I guess you could say, yesterday, right after I did my video, which kind of stunk, but or at least after I'd already done everything for it. Anyway, we have it says right here, you can see 12th gen Intel Core desktop processors are topping best CPU list, blah blah blah. We're not done yet. Next stop, up to 5.5 gigahertz, which is almost definitely a reference to what we've already discussed not long ago, a 12900KS. So it's going to be a heavily binned 12900K that can get to 5.5 gigahertz. So we shall see about that. Okay. And then video cards actually got a potential. They're not 100% sure, but let's see. Yeah, see, they can't confirm the authenticity just yet. But yeah, it does appear to match the rumors, but basically an anonymous source provided them a supposed 2022 CES ARG/XSS announcement. And in that, they apparently have as many as 50 designs based on mobile and desktop implementations of the ARC GPU. So Intel absolutely should be announcing their ARC GPU lineup today. It's starting in just a few minutes, but of course, when they say 50 designs, I think some people in the comments were taking that to mean they're going to be announcing 50 graphics cards. No, I'm fairly certain it's going to be, they're referencing like AIB partners, you know, stuff like that, OEMs, AIBs that are basically making their own third-party GPUs based off of it. Each different one would be a different design. But anyway, let's see. So we have, either way, 50 designs on this from Acer, Asus, I don't know who, Clevo, Dell, Gigabyte, Hair, HP, Lenovo, Samsung, MSI, NEC. So obviously MSI, Asus, Gigabyte, they are likely the actual AIB partners. Then you have HP, Lenovo, Dell. All of those are obviously going to be OEM makers. So oh, some people are saying music. That's odd, because you guys shouldn't be hearing music. This is actually coming from the Intel stream. I guess I'll do that. But that's really weird. I don't know why you're still hearing music. At first it was there, but then I actually turned it off, the audio output. So I'm not sure why you guys were still hearing it. I just assumed the stream was a little bit behind, but then people were still saying music. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, that should have fixed it. Still very odd that it was even there to begin with, but also, so yeah, lots of stuff, potentially 50 GPUs for OEMs and obviously likely AIB partners as well. Then we have their 12th gen non-K parts. Also, they are going to be announcing, from what we know, the mobile Alder Lake parts, but 12th gen parts already leaked. The non-K models. So these are the ones that aren't unlocked. And you can see we have the $12,900, $489. So these are actually fairly close to what we had been seeing. The 12,400F, $167, 12,400, $192. So these are fairly similar to what we've been seeing. Let's see. Let's see. Some people are saying drivers. Maybe. It's really odd because it wasn't even showing up here. I mean, don't get me wrong. I pretty much only use this for like talking head. This is not my main computer, just for talking head and streams. But I typically do. So I'll look at it just to make sure. But it was really odd because it should only be coming out of the audio output. Yet that I had muted. So, and it wasn't showing that it was capturing anything. So definitely a little odd right there, but either way, so yeah, you can see they basically leaked video cards. I think this was later last night that they leaked this. Either way, let's see. So yeah, the non-K models, then Intel obviously teased the 12,900KS, which we had already discussed before, 5.5 gigahertz. So those leaks look to be accurate. It really looks like almost all the leaks have been extremely accurate, except for maybe very small stuff like we thought the 3D models from AMD were going to be, it was going to be Ryzen 6000, but it ended up being 5800 XT 3D. But that's pretty much it. I mean, obviously the naming scheme isn't exactly important, but let's see. This says 5 minutes, but that is not correct. I should probably go ahead and okay, so this is only live. I can't even move anything. This is actually from Intel's site. But hopefully you guys can't hear the music. I'll unmute it when it actually gets started in a minute or so. Let's see. I'm just trying to go through. Oh, Nvidia also had their CES. I may be releasing a video on that, but it literally took the entire thing for me to do the video and edit it for the AMD one. So I may do one, but from what I've seen, it really just looks like they announced the 3090 Ti and 3050. So, yeah. Not very impressive. Let me look here. What was it? It was, yeah. All I've really seen is the 3090 Ti and 3050. I did have it playing while I was editing, but obviously I can't pay too much attention to it. But I'm not going to lie. I was not impressed at all with what I saw from Nvidia. It was just a lot of, oh, this is so amazing. Oh, yeah. Sorry, 3090 Ti. They are really, and I get it, you know, it was actually technically supposed to be, I mean, that is what it was supposed to be called, but literally everyone calls it the Ti. It just, why are you still fighting it? I don't really get that, but yeah, that is always pretty funny when they do that. Let's see. So just a few seconds, and then I will unmute it. Let me know if it's being output twice. I don't know. This was odd because I definitely didn't have this issue before. Whenever I muted the audio output, it muted this, but now it isn't. Okay, so here we go.
A spark
So I'm
that
going to
creates
unmute
momentum.
it, but if you guys are hearing the music like twice, let me know and I can...
Momentum that allows us to reach
mute
new
the
heights
output.
and better the lives of every person on Earth.
All right. Uh-oh.
Creation and play. Momentum that helps us break through existing architectures and transcend
Yes,
what's
the
possible.
turns have table.
Momentum that drives evolution in safety, mobility,
You are on time.
and how we feel about how we travel.
Though apparently my internet is not
we
doing
think
so
about
good
intelligence.
because
At Intel,
running
we create the momentum that will reshape
200p
our future
here.
and create the spark that changes literally everything.
all right. People are saying that the audio is working good. And I'll switch off the screen and I'll do this and back on. Just trying to base it off of what's going on.
Welcome to Intel's CES press conference. We hoped, obviously, to be together in person today with a live audience, but in the interest of health and safety and through the power of some technology, we're thrilled to be here with you virtually today from Las Vegas. You know, the technology shown at CES every year always amazes me. And this year, more than ever, it makes me grateful for the technologists out there who are dedicated to advancing innovation. Work and play. This acceleration has been driven by what we call the 4 technology superpowers: ubiquitous computing, cloud-to-edge infrastructure, pervasive connectivity, and AI. Each one of these technologies are powerful on their own, but together they reinforce and amplify each other. And at Intel, we're harnessing these technology superpowers to deliver world-changing technology. We're making ubiquitous computing a reality, helping people to interact with a constantly changing face of technology. We're creating infrastructure that spans cloud to the edge to help process the massive amounts of data while addressing the demands for lower latency and higher bandwidth. We're driving pervasive connectivity, enabling technology to seamlessly communicate with everyone and everything. And we're bringing intelligence to it all with our advancements in AI. Today, I'm going to be joined by leaders from across Intel, including the Vice President of the Visual Compute Group, Lisa Pierce, and the CEO of Mobileye, Professor Amnon Shashua.
Give us money.
Together, we'll highlight how we're unleashing these superpowers in 3 specific areas. First, the incredible advancements we're making with industry-leading PC experiences.
Okay, maybe they'll go.
Second, the momentum and progress in our graphics business. And finally, the new advancements in automated driving solutions coming from Mobileye. Our time together is going to be action-packed with announcements every few minutes, so let's just dive right in. And let's start with a technology that's closest to my heart, the PC. Now, the PC is one of the most essential tools of modern times, and we're committed to advancing client innovation further to deliver purposeful computing experiences to unlock people's potential and bring that idea of ubiquitous computing to life. Just last quarter, we launched our 12th gen Intel Core desktop processors, headlined by the world's best gaming processor, the Intel Core i9 12900K. And the response has been just incredible. We're on pace to have our fastest enthusiast desktop ramp of all time. And it's no surprise.
12,900K.
We created the 12th gen Core family of processors with the superior performance to unlock the experiences that matter most to people, from gaming to creating, communication, collaboration, and more. 12th generation Intel Core represents our most significant breakthrough in x86 architecture in more than a decade. Built on our Intel 7 process node, these processors are Intel's first performance hybrid design featuring 2 core architectures, performance cores and efficient cores. And with Intel Thread Director built in, we can ensure that the right workloads move to the right cores to deliver the best experience possible. And today, we're going to expand the 12th Gen family further, starting with the announcement that we're in production of our brand new 12th Gen Intel Core KS series processor. This processor takes performance to all new heights. It has a whopping 5.5 gigahertz
not expecting that. We knew about the 12,900
right out of the box. And with optimizations for performance cores, we can get above 5 gigahertz on multi-core performance. And I've got Chuck here with me today to show you that processor in action. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, thanks, GB. Here I have the game Hitman 3, which has been optimized for our new performance hybrid architecture. Now, the high frequencies and the intelligent use of P and E cores seamlessly working together result in unrivaled gameplay. So you can see the game here. And GB said you were going to get those P cores at above 5 gigahertz, but you'll see those are hitting 5.2 gigahertz across all cores right out of the box.
Wow, that's incredible, Chuck. And we'll ship this new enthusiast desktop part to OEM customers by the end of this quarter. The platform technology we've showcased today isn't limited to just our desktop lineup. I'm thrilled to announce that starting today, we're bringing our new hybrid architecture to performance laptops with the launch of 8 brand new 12th Gen H-series mobile processors. With up to 14 cores and clock speeds up to 5 gigahertz, our 12th Gen H-series delivers up to 40% higher performance than our prior generation. The result is the world's best mobile gaming platform, period. And we've tested it against everyone. And I've invited Chuck back up to show it to you in action.
The new H-series processors deliver incredible real-world gaming play experiences. And we're not just talking 1 or 2 games. You can see here, we are running the popular game Hitman 3 against the best Compasso offer in the market today. When we tested it in our lab, we saw that our systems got 49% higher frame rates. And we have Riftbreaker at 27% higher FPS. Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord at 23%, and Total War 3 Kingdoms at 47%. As you can see, across the board, we beat the competition on those top games available today.
No, thanks, Chuck. I
really
love seeing the breadth of performance leadership here. And we expect to maintain that leadership through 2022 and beyond.
Very sketchy about their
Now, the 12th generation Core H-series isn't just good at one thing, though. We designed the processor family to conquer multiple high-intensity workloads at the same time, meaning that people can game, create, record without compromise. And no one knows this better than Toki, a content creator and Twitch streamer who's been putting our Core H-series processor through the paces. And we're not just joined by Toki here on stage with me today, we're also joined by all of her fans around the world because she's right in the middle of a match. So thank you very much for being here with me today.
Yes, JB, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so I know you've been putting the processor through the paces, so tell us about your experience so far.
Absolutely. So I understand that I'm one of the few who has had the opportunity to test out the new 12th gen device, and I have to say, seriously, wow, like I genuinely didn't know what I was missing until now. I mean, it's no secret that I love gaming.
Yeah.
But to be totally honest with you, my real love, my real passion is streaming itself and connecting with my community. And by the way, look at how many of them are here.
I can see you're blowing up over here on the screen. That's great.
I've been doing this for some time. I've been streaming professionally for about 3 years now. And to be honest with you, in the past, there was always some element to my stream that was compromised, whether that was some frame rate issues or just a laggy stream in general, which no one likes. And I have to say that with the new 12th gen device, all of those issues and worries are a concern of the past. I'm so excited for it.
No, I love it. I love gaming, streaming, all without compromise. It's a huge theme for us. So thank you, and thanks to all your fans around the world for joining us here live at CES.
Yes, air high fives.
High five virtually in the air. Okay, great. Well, hey, we've shown that the 12th generation 8 series processors are great for gamers and streamers. So now let's also show the experiences they unlock for creators. Whether you're a hobbyist, a studio animator, or doing other creation kind of tasks, we built the 12th generation core for you. And with our performance and efficient cores, you can execute performance-heavy tasks like encoding or rendering while working on background tasks like file transfers, web browsing, and more, all at the same time without compromise. But to truly appreciate it, you've got to see this in action. So, in our ongoing work with our creator community, we know that the virtual production in real-time 3D engines is one of the hottest trends in this growing industry.
Tell us what the
it
KS
reduces the lag time
are?
between creation and finalization without sacrificing quality. And I'm thrilled to share that we have Rich Hurry, an expert in the field of animation and visual effects, and the co-founder and president of KiteString, to show you this process in real time. So welcome, Rich. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, GB, and I'm super honored to be here today. It's funny, seeing all this innovation, it really is, for me personally, a driving force.
Okay, so
for
maybe
my
it is just going to be a
creative journey as
12,900 KS.
And really, to that fact,
they said up
all
to,
the advancements we're seeing in the industry now
like
was
there were
the
more.
inspiration for my team to create Ozone in the first place, which is our technology for creating high-quality characters for film, TV, and games. Ozone Rig Studio allows for a rig once, animate anywhere approach to production, allowing artists to work in Maya, Modo, Unreal, Unity, and really any application over time. So anyway.
No, that's great. I know you brought us some things to show us in action. So
I do. So this scene I was working on last week on the road, and honestly, I got to say, this laptop with these new processors, I'm getting workstation level performance on the go.
That's great.
It's awesome.
Great.
So anyway, let's take a look at this scene here, and I'm going to show the process of taking animation from one environment to another really quickly. So let's do this. I'm going to hit play on this, and it's pretty easy. So what we do is we'll just export an Ozone clip here out of Maya, and then we'll take that and then we'll bring it into Unreal. If I hit play, we'll see that we've got the same animation here running in the real-time environment. Now, if I wanted to make a change now, in the past, I'd have to go back into my animation environment, and I'd have to make a change. I'd have to re-export and bring it in. It would really take me totally out of my flow. But with Ozone Rig Studio, I can come in here and I can make changes live. So we're going to select the mushroom puppy here. We'll take that there. We call it
I like mushroom puppy.
Creepy cute, and I type in cute instead of jaw, so we'll do that. But you can see that now I can literally change this on the fly in context. I don't have to kind of jump out of my flow. And if I go here, we'll do it to our other character, Zoe, and I can do the same thing with her. So I'm going to go ahead and set up her jaw, and we're going to look at her brow controls. And I'm going to add a little bit of concern. So I can do this, and I can just bring up her brows.
A little more. Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Right? And it really shows some concern. But again, I didn't have to come out of my flow. I get to work in context. And on this laptop, I can work in real time.
No, I love it. I love that we're able to keep you in the flow with that performance, and you don't have to jump out and then come back. And
it
seems like a real game changer.
It is a fantastic way to work. And Ozone Rig Studio is designed to enable feature film quality characters, whether you're in games, virtual production, or in a traditional animation pipeline. Wow. It really allows artists to work in context, in real time, and honestly, just like your new family of processors, all without compromise.
That's fantastic. Well, hey, Rich, thank you very much for showing us live. It's fantastic. Yeah. It's very, very exciting. So, from gaming to creating, our 12th generation Core H-Series processors deliver superior laptop performance. And as part of one of the most open and robust ecosystems in the industry, we're proud to be working with our partners to deliver choice in design and experience. Now today, I'm pleased to introduce more than 20 new designs powered by the H-Series processors, from partners including Dell, Gigabyte, HP, Lenovo, MSI, Razer, Republic of Gamers, and more.
Like reveal, that was pretty cool. I still want to know what KS models they have. They're like, hey, we got these CPUs, but let's talk about these other ones.
Oh, I love it. And this is just the beginning. In total, we'll deliver more than 100 new designs this year. And Chuck, I believe you've got one of Acer's newest designs with you here today.
That's right, GB. This is the new Predator
Chuck's
Triton
fast.
500 SE.
He ran over there and grabbed it.
This device features the
like
perfect mix of technology and an incredibly sleek design to fuel your gaming from anywhere. This includes the 12th Gen core, up to 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, high-speed PCI Gen 4 storage, and Intel Wi-Fi 6E is built into every 12th Gen platform, so you can have confidence
Nvidia CES
in an uncompromised on-the-go experience.
We're not only bringing this architecture and performance to the enthusiast and gaming space,
And I was
we're
editing
also
while
bringing
I
it
was
to thinner
listening
and
to it.
lighter laptops. And with that, I'm very excited to announce we're in production and shipping a new product line called the 12th Gen Intel Core P-Series. This family includes 6 brand new processors delivering up to twice the performance above our 11th Gen U-Series systems in market today. So Chuck, let's show everyone what they can expect from the P-Series.
Happy to, GB.
If someone
New
could like
P-Series
make a
devices
clip
are
of
tailor-made
how many
for performance
times
needed
in
a
all of
variety
these
thin and light
CES, not just
laptops
Intel, where
and
they
cutting-edge
say,
designs
I'm
like these from
excited.
Acer, Dell,
It would be pretty
HP,
funny. It'd just be, I'm excited. I mean,
and
they're
this system
excited
here
about everything.
from Lenovo. So the new ways we are working, collaborating, and creating can be done anywhere without missing a beat.
Wow, thanks, Chuck. Those are some great moves there. And as you've heard today, our Intel execution is back, and we're moving at a more accelerated pace than ever. In total, we're delivering 28 new 12th generation Intel Core mobile processors across our HP and traditional U-Series product lines.
Don't
that
forget,
will result in more than
they showed the thing,
350
GPUs
more
are
mobile
next.
designs this year. And with our next
They actually
generation
gave us a little
processors,
outline of what's going
codenamed
on.
Raptor Lake,
GPUs are next.
on track, already booting
Please.
Windows, you can expect even more advancements from us in performance and choice coming later in 2022. Now, the innovation we're driving with our CPUs is just part of the story. As you know, we've been on a mission to deliver the best PC experience with our Intel Evo platform. Since its launch, we've delivered more than 100 Evo verified designs from our leading OEM
coming,
partners.
but
We co-engineer
say
and
it's
test
gonna be
each
soon.
design against real-world conditions to ensure these are the best experiences on the planet. To date, we've gone through 2 generations, and today I'm pleased to announce the 3rd generation of our Intel Evo spec. In this spec, we're adding new technologies to the platform, including Intel Wi-Fi 6E, background dynamic noise reduction using the AI engine built right into the platform. And for people looking for additional performance, we're extending the spec to include select 12th Gen H-Series designs and an option that includes our new Intel Arc discrete graphics that you're going to hear more about later. Now, Chuck, over to you to show how Dell leveraged all of this new technology into one of their upcoming Evo designs.
So GB, with these new technologies added to the platform, we're able to engineer incredibly powerful devices like this brand new Dell Precision Mobile Workstation. This is a gorgeous ground-up redesign that features our H-Series 45-watt processor, an Arc discrete graphics, alongside a powerful
what?
platform
He
that
just,
supports
like-
consistent
Did he
responsiveness,
just like throw that in there?
all-day battery life, and more. And really, you know,
It's got an Arc
to
discrete
have
grab. We're
a
not telling you about
45-watt
that, though.
processor, a discrete card, and something that looks like a U chassis.
Oh,
is
discrete?
incredible.
Oh,
Yeah, I love it. I love that design. It's absolutely stunning. And we're adding more choice so people
All right,
can
now
pick
open
the
it up
right
and show us.
experience that meets their needs, all backed by the Intel Evo promise of delivering the best experiences on the planet. And you can expect us to continue advancing and evolving the spec. Now, one of the things that jumped out at us was this need for a better, more unified cross-device experience. According to a recent study, 70% of people access the internet across multiple devices. And 90% of
You needed a
those people
study
use
to tell you
multiple
that?
screens to accomplish a single task. At Intel, we want to unify that experience and make it easier. And with that, I'm pleased to announce that
No,
we've
you're
acquired
safe.
Screenovate,
They haven't announced them
a
yet.
pioneer and leader in delivering technology for advanced interaction between multiple devices based on different operating environments. Now, by integrating and building on Screenovate's technology, we intend to enable new interactions with
But
full
in case,
flexibility across
those of you
ecosystems,
just tuning in,
operating systems, and form
they
factors.
found out that people
And most importantly, it'll
go
be
on the
built on
internet
top of
with
that Intel
different
Evo promise I just talked about.
devices.
So Chuck's going to give us
So,
a glimpse of what this
you
experience
didn't know
will look
that.
like.
Hey, GB,
They
this
had a
new Intel
massive
technology
study for
will
it.
break
It
through
was
the
really
communication
important.
barriers no matter what your devices are or no matter what OS you're running. So let me give you some examples. The first thing we have is we have my iPhone here, but you can see my iMessages and SMS texts are showing up on my Evo laptop. Not only can I see them, I can easily reply. Now, there's also devices that are attached to our phone, such as our watches. So let's go ahead, make sure we got everything in here. We'll go to our health. And you can see I got my heart rate and my oxygen rate right there. I can also take a look at my recently captured ECG captures. So again, all my health data right here on my Evo laptop. Now, many people also love second displays when they travel. So let me show you how I can take my Android tablet and turn it into a second display. We're going to click on our tablet. We're going to hit extend screen. And you can see how my workflow is already moving across both screens. Now, let's take a look at those devices that everybody has in their house, like a smart TV. So I'm going to go here and take a picture real quick. Go to my TV. Let's go take a camera.
Oh.
Oh, gee,
boy.
there you are, GB.
Photobomb you a little bit there. Sorry, John.
And let's go ahead and project that up to our TV. And you can see it's going to land up right on my TV so I can share it with everybody. See, you caught me by surprise, GB. Now, again, here's all our devices. We've got Chromebooks, Android phones, Android watches, smart TVs, Android tablets, iPhones and iWatches, all seamlessly connecting to our Evo platform.
Wow, I love it, Chuck. Thank you so much. This is really going to be a game-changing experience. And I love to see the PC remains the center of it all, enabling all those devices to work seamlessly together. And I'm excited to announce that this experience will be available in an exclusive number of Intel Evo platforms for holiday 2022. Now, the PC really is one of the most innovative and open platforms ever invented. And we're committed to advancing the experience to ensure it remains the human touch point in a world of ubiquitous computing. To do that, we'll deliver new technologies to the platform, just like I showed, and beyond. And with that, I'm thrilled to welcome Lisa Pierce to share the advancements we're making in our discrete graphics business.
Oh, yay.
Thanks, GB. To build on the momentum you just shared, I'm excited to announce that we are now shipping our Intel Arc discrete GPUs for 12th Gen Core 8 Series mobile designs to our leading OEM customers. With our long-standing partnerships with key OEMs, we've enabled rapid integration of Intel Arc into their next generation platforms. In fact, some of the designs are with us today. This is Alienware's X17 that will enable a premium laptop gaming experience powered by 12th Gen 8 Series, Intel Arc, and Alienware's Cryotech cooling. It's also Alienware's thinnest 17-inch gaming laptop to date. Another example is Lenovo's ultra-portable Yoga. This enables high-performance mobile content creation and enhanced gaming in a multi-form factor device. Together with our partners, we will launch more than 50 mobile and desktop designs, all using Arc. In fact, many of the 8 Series systems we showed already have Arc integrated. One of the advantages we can offer our customers and gamers is the enhanced experiences that come with combining Intel Arc GPUs and Intel Core platforms. Which brings me to Deep Link, a collection of technologies where our CPU and GPU architects have collaborated at the platform level to deliver better experiences with Intel Arc graphics and Intel Core platforms. Our first technology in the Deep Link portfolio is called Dynamic Power Share, where the processor and graphics communicate to have an optimal set of performance levels depending on the workload. When graphics needs more power, it can shift the power from the processor and vice versa. We'll also introduce new gaming features that enable more user choice between performance and battery life, and performance while streaming. But today I want to focus on our next Deep Link technology, hyperencode. With the rise of social media, video editing has become a major workload for PCs, and it's very demanding on GPUs, which are responsible for both the decoding and encoding of media. Depending on your content, the video export process, where modified videos get encoded for external sharing, can be very time-consuming. This diagram is showing the encode process today with hyperencode. Each sequence of frames is processed in order, one block after another on one device. Now with hyperencode, this is where we leverage all the technology in the platform and automatically divide the encoding work between the CPU's
Intel definitely
integrated
does have
graphics
good encoding,
and the discrete
so
Intel GPU. This speeds up the encoding by 1.4x. Now let's
then
take a
being able
look
to
at a
control
demo.
the graphics card as well.
This is DaVinci Resolve, which is a popular video editing program from Blackmagic Design. We're showing the export process where an edited video is encoded for sharing. You select Render All to start the export. On the top of the screen, you can see the frames that are currently being encoded. In the middle, we're using our free public tool, the Intel Graphics Performance Analyzer, to show our activity on both our integrated and discrete GPUs. And at the bottom, you can see the progress bar blown up from the DaVinci Resolve UI. As you can see, a traditional system would only utilize one of the devices during the encode process. In contrast, on the right side, the system has hybrid encode active. Also notice how quickly the progress bar is moving on the hyper encode side. You can see both GPUs are active in encoding frames. By combining the power of our integrated and discrete GPUs, the Alchemist hyper-encode system completes the encode 1.4x faster than a discrete GPU.
I mean, that is
alone.
actually pretty impressive. That is
Now, of
awesome
course,
to be able
for
to
many
utilize
discrete
both.
GPU users, it's all about gaming.
Okay.
And to deliver the best
All right,
experiences
we're
on
here.
Arc, we partner with major game developers to optimize for Intel devices. As part of that work, I'm excited to announce an exclusive partnership with
Strand
Kojima
type
Productions
game.
and 505 Games. The director's cut of Death Stranding will be coming to PCs this spring. This is the definitive version of the game, with additional game modes, a new infiltration
Strand
mission,
type.
and extra content. We've been working with Kojima on integration of many key Intel technologies. For example, the game will deliver optimal core utilization on 12th gen Intel Core processors and XeSS, our AI-based image upscaling technology for our GPUs. With the director's cut, gamers can explore a vast world of ultra settings and high performance enabled by XeSS. And we've seen rapid and eager adoption by the gaming ecosystem, with our initial titles including Hitman 3
More
and the
games.
Riftbreaker, which will all benefit from the enhanced performance
What games
and
have
improved
it?
visuals of XeSS. We've also been working with 10 leading studios on multiple engines and multiple titles. We're enabling a broad collection of XeSS games throughout 2022.
Awesome.
Shipping Intel Arc to leading mobile OEMs and broad adoption of our new technologies like
XeSS is
XeSS
closer
and
to,
HyperEncode
DLSS
marks an important
than,
milestone on our discrete graphics journey. So stay
FXR.
tuned. More excitement is ahead. Back to you, GB.
What?
Wow, thanks, Lisa. That's really exciting stuff. This is such a huge step forward on our XPU journey. We're delivering the computational horsepower our customers demand in whatever architecture or form best suits their application. And you can count on Intel
Please
to
don't tell me that
continue
was
to
all
partner
they're gonna talk
closely with
about
ISVs
GPUs.
to ensure their games and applications run best on Intel. And now for the final announcements of the show, I'd like to take everyone on a journey from the client to the edge to show you how Intel and Mobileye are going to drive us into the future. To share more, I'm happy to introduce Amnon Shashua.
That's how we feel.
Thanks, GB. It's truly a great time to work on autonomous driving. 2021
It's
was
joke,
really a
and
meaningful
they're
and a
gonna come
record
back to
year
it at
for
the
us. Our revenue rose 40% year on year to $1.4 billion. We had
said
41 new
Q1.
design wins, which again is a record number
supposed to be
for
announced.
us.
At least
Those design
announce
wins
it.
were
We know it isn't
responsible
coming
for
out
50 million
today.
new cars on the road going forward. This year, we also launched 188 new car models with our technology, with our chips.
Even their
And we
guy was
also had
disappointed, and he
four
works for
industry
Intel.
first
He's like, wait, aren't you going
launches.
to talk about the GPUs?
One was with Honda, the first level 3 system launched in Japan, where we were responsible for the computer vision. The first 8-megapixel camera with a 120-degree field of view launched this year with the BMW. Volkswagen, we'll talk about this later. Travel Assist 2.5 with a cloud-based enhancement using our crowdsourced
Dude, I mean, they have
REM
to at least
technology
show it.
was launched this year. And our
Honestly,
biggest effort in driving assist is supervision, 11 cameras around the car, powered by 2 IQ5 chips.
One of the times
launched
where they do
a
stuff
month ago
off camera.
with the
Although,
Zeekr. It's
why
a
in the
brand
world
of
they would do
Geely.
something for
Few thousands
something
of cars
so
have
big?
been shipped
Beyond
already,
me.
and through a over-the-air update, more and more advanced features would be delivered to customers.
I know what it is. They're already sold out.
One of the reasons of our great success
there's no point.
is Ford. And to help us learn more about our long-standing and now expanding relationship, I'd like to welcome Jim Farley,
I was
Ford
really excited
CEO.
for this. I'm not going to
Jim,
lie.
welcome to CES.
This is going to be a bummer.
I'm delighted you can join me on stage today, even though we are having to meet virtually.
And thank you. Such a privilege to represent all the team members at Ford. We've been working on safety technology for like a century, so we love working with Mobileye. Your technology is incredible. Your vision sensing technology is fundamental in all of our ADAS systems, especially your IQ sensing system. So congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Jim. It's truly a privilege to work with you guys. Our relationship goes back more than a decade together, bringing advanced technology to millions of cars globally.
Uh-oh.
Well, when we first got into the ADAS systems and now into level 2, you know, the mapping technology was something that was a concern, and your REM mapping technology in our future versions of Blue Cruise are really important for our hands-free driving solutions. There's a lot of applications where there's not concrete lanes.
This is really going to suck.
And it's really safety critical for us to have lane centering in those situations. Your technology is second to none.
Great. We're very excited to deploy maps across the Ford family. You know, the maps add cloud-based enhancements that provide value to end users. So, Jim, how will the Ford Mobileye future look like?
Well, further out, I think Ford and Mobileye are working on a number of innovations. You know, this has been a long relationship, and we trust each other. But what I'm most excited about as a CEO is working on your open platform, on a whole new generation of autonomous technologies that are going to really change customers' lives, moving from safety to doing all sorts of new things inside the vehicle. And it's thanks to your technology.
That's right. Our new IQ6 High and IQ Ultra, which I'll talk about tomorrow during the under the hood technical deep dive that I'll give tomorrow, gives Ford and the industry a platform for innovation that's directly tied into the IQ functionality.
Well, the progress is great. I love how the teams are working together. Amnon, it's been great to work with you specifically, and your team of technologists are really so broad. I mean, we just couldn't offer the systems that we do at Ford without you, and we're betting on Mobileye for our future.
Thank you, Jim, for joining us. It's truly a privilege to work with you and your team. And a great 2022 for all of us. Thank you. Back to you, GB.
You just got here. You've missed
Now I'd like to turn to another one of Mobileye's long-standing customers, Volkswagen. Volkswagen recently debuted a state-of-the-art driver assistance system called Travel Assist 2.5.
They even kind of
it is the first system to widely apply Mobileye's unique REM crowdsourced mapping technology.
All they did was tell us XESS is good, lots of games have it, and
data via
there's GPUs
driving
and stuff.
assist systems. Those are harvested, sent to the cloud, and then in the cloud we have automatic map creation algorithms that we have been developing over the past 5 years. Those maps are sent back to vehicles, and on board the vehicle there is a localization process being done where the car localizes itself in the map, and all the map data is kind of a cloud-based assistance to the driving assist. Of course, it's powering our AV technology, but in the context of what we'll be seeing right now, it's a cloud-based enhancement for driving assist. I was in Munich 2 weeks ago and met with the Volkswagen Group Chairman of the board, Dr. Herbert Diess, and we went for a drive to see how it works. I would like to share with you some of our conversation.
I'm really excited to be here because we need a good understanding to make the right decisions.
You know, we have been working for so many years together, and I've been doing great things with Volkswagen over the years. You know, when you talk about autonomous driving and driving assist, there's lots of evolution for driving assist that will give lots of value to customers. It's really adding a very unique element, which is now cloud-based assistance. But here we're doing something together Actually, we have been starting working on it back in 2017, I think.
I think even 16 we started the first discussion.
Yeah. And now we see it really in production.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of data about the world is injected to the driving assist. So even if you drive in an area that you don't see lane marks, the cloud knows about it and helps the lane centering. That's great.
Here you can feel that it's REM data because, we're not in the middle of the lane, we're not to the right, we're just doing a natural pass now.
And it's continuously on. Right?
It's continuously on. It's working really well.
You see road boundaries, but there are 2 lanes here and you don't see a lane mark.
Yes. No, it's working well.
So I think the next step of now using REM is to start using traffic lights. So today REM is only the drivable path. Is using traffic light.
At least Nvidia announced a couple GPUs.
Who has priority over what, and then it creates a very, very smooth
Maybe there will be some stuff on the side
areas
coming
where you
out.
have splits.
Intel has done this before. If that's the case, I'll try and do a video on it. But
do you think it will be possible at some stage that we even can update the AI part of the camera?
I think that the AI part has 2 parts, right? There is one, let's call it the pattern recognition.
Yes.
Now the algorithms for knowing that there is a road user, a horse, a cart, a motorcyclist, and so forth. And then there's the part that understands more and more complex surrounding. And sometimes it becomes difficult for the onboard processing to really understand in a fraction of a second what's going on there. And this is the second part of the AI, which you can do it through swarm the cloud processing.
But it remains cloud knowledge then?
It's cloud knowledge. And in cloud, the beauty of the cloud is you have much more processing power. For example, in the ID4, we're talking about 2.5 kilometers of road in Europe from scratch.
2.5 million kilometers.
Yeah. So we take all this swarm data, it takes us a week, and there's no reason, with the advancement of computing, that will not take us a day. And then later it will take us, half a day. So everything that happens in the world can then be updated and streamed to cars.
Are you happy with how we can work together now?
What I would like to say in terms of our relationship, we have been doing things that are very, very innovative. For example, this swarm data, Mobileye and Volkswagen were the first. We talked about 2016. It's very, very innovative. But I think there's lots more to do.
I fully agree.
Very good.
Okay.
So REM is truly a game changer. It's lean data, automated map creation in the cloud. Let me show you some of under the hood of what we just seen while I was driving with Herbert. You see here in this clip, as we are driving, we're going to take a right. And this rural road, there are no lane marks. Now, the 2 magenta lines are the central drivable paths. You see there is one oncoming and one, the path that we are driving through. That is pretty interesting. So without the map data, it would not have been possible to do lane centering in this kind of road.
Teslas have a pretty hard time doing this without lines.
Or the car would center itself in the middle of the road, not being aware that there is also an oncoming.
They'll tell you that you have to basically start driving.
Another piece of under the hood while we were driving
that is pretty interesting.
You see that there are traffic lights. The REM map technology can associate traffic lights with drivable paths. This is a very important feature, not yet available in the Travel Assist 2.5, where you can provide a very powerful customer function to prevent cars from running a red light. So it associates your
lane with
it's not enough just to detect the red
traffic light,
One
which
needs
is
to know the relevancy
technically how we drive.
Traffic light with a drivable
especially
path.
If the lines are old or messed up or anything like that.
Data. You can see here just a top view of one of the sections in that area, the richness of